All the disrespect, the free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to a beautiful morning of checking these buttons. Thank you guys for the massive love and tuning in, subscribing, helping the channel grow, all that good stuff. As always, links down below, chapters if you guys want to skip around to a certain subject. We got a lot of buttons to check today. And as always, we's about to jump straight into it. Hope you're having a good day, because y'all already know it's about to get better. Let's go. All right, now into them first set of MultiVersus buttons that need to be checked. This one right here is an interesting topic, interesting debate, as well as none other than Max to the Million enters the scene. Just the other day, well, first of all, isn't it the open beta like going on right now? I think it was like closed and now it's open. I remember MultiVersus posting this saying, happy good morning. This was just what, like yesterday or, 2 days ago by the time you watch this. Basically saying, happy good evening or morning for the MVPs. With the start of the open beta today, also starts our free character rotation. Peep the thread below to learn more. You see right here, it says free character rotation every other week. If you play during the early access period, all of your progression to all of the characters you played during 7/19 through 7/25 is saved. Yay! No worries if you can't unlock all the characters you played before. You'll keep and resume your progress once you unlock them. Want to practice any character? You always can in the lab, but please note that you won't earn progression here just for practice. And with that being said, they also announced their official MVS Gaming Twitter page, and I'll put the link in the description field if you guys want to check it out. It's the official Twitter for all things competitive in MultiVersus. Okay, so as of right now, this game is everywhere, right? This game is about to be played at EVO for like 100K. There's gonna be like a teams battle or something like that. It's right now, we got the open beta. It's massive. Maximilian enters the scene right here, and this is what we're talking about, referring to beginning. He says, MultiVersus might have just become the most played fighting game in recorded history without console numbers and several servers currently down. Might be closer to 200K with all platforms. Guess this free-to-play thing really works, huh? And right here, he posted this screenshot. You see, it says what, 90.01%, and then over 100,000 in game. So what? This is just like the numbers for Steam. That's insane. Then I see somebody kind of responding back to that saying, it's far too early to call this a success. Fighting games thrive with longevity, and the majority of this number comes from people that are playing it because it's the hot new thing and free. It's sure to dwindle in a couple of months, then we could say if it's a success or not. Then Max responds back to that saying, fighting games thrive on longevity. Every single fighting game outside of a couple examples dropped to 1/20 its opening player base within a week/month. Check back in a few weeks to see what MVS is at. They respond one more time saying, every game has this though. They have a big start when they are new and then they dwindle, but fighting games stick around much longer than most other genres and have years of DLC. MVS has tons of factors to make it have a big start, but now it has to keep its audience. And Max responds saying, yes, that's exactly what I said. Nelson responds to this saying, so he's right. It's too early to tell. In a few weeks, we'll know how the numbers were. Max says, even if they drop to 1/10, it's more than 99% of fighting games launch numbers will be when they're at their biggest. Then I noticed shortly after, Max followed this up saying, for comparison's sake, if any fighting game keeps even a few thousand player daily retention, it will consistently have enough players to match you with. Hitting 6 figures concurrent is insane, way beyond even the definition of success I was hoping for free to play. All right, so there you have it, man. What do y'all think it is? Do you think it's the formula of the free to play? Do you think it's, WB or, Warner Brothers just creating this amazing game, MultiVersus coming through, kind of taking the scene by storm? Do you think the timing of it all, the competition, putting up 100K behind the first tournament? And I see others even making comparisons now. Imagine how Project L is gonna be when that comes out. That's interesting, right? Because like I said earlier, we're expecting a similar drop or intro. I should say, my words are all off. Release. We're expecting this type of release and push for Project L into the community, like nothing less. But this right here does seem to be amazing. I see others starting the conversation like they don't think it's gonna overtake Smash. That's a good question, because with the Smash community always having such a great following, even though the payouts were shit and the support from Nintendo were shit, the community was about that game and the numbers were crazy. So for something like this that's very similar to Smash, now in the regards of platform fighters and whatnot, it's gonna obviously take a lot of their players, and who doesn't want to be in a scene like this that actually has support, you know what I'm saying, that actually has great payouts in a scene. So when it's all said and done, do you think this could be hands down the biggest fighting game in fighting game history, like Max was saying? And do you think it could possibly overtake Smash? And for those out there that I know you're thinking it right now, I know you're like, well, technically this is not a fighting game. I'm not talking about all that right now, because I know you're gonna say it's Smash is not really FGC, and then MultiVersus is probably not really FGC, and others are gonna be like, yeah, yes it is. But for now, do you think this has the potential to not only have to be the biggest opening, but the biggest game that we've seen in a long time? All right, now into the next set of Mortal Kombat buttons, celebration kinda, that needs to be checked. And right here, we're gonna unpack it. So I noticed EVO posted this the other day saying Mortal Kombat will soon be at its 30th year as one of the most iconic franchises in video game history. To celebrate, tell us your favorite MK memory and film and otherwise. Also, don't forget to tune into the epic competition in store for MK11 Ultimate at EVO. So that's pretty cool. And I noticed a lot of people kind of shared their stories down below. So anyway, we can't deny that Mortal Kombat has been, it's legendary, right? Its presence in the FGC or in gaming period is amazing, hands down. But another kind of interesting perspective that makes this story stick out is the MK or the NRS community is always very loud, very vocal on how they feel, especially about MK11. Right now, I think the community is just thirsting, right? Just dying for any type of announcement, because we haven't heard anything in a long time. So I know a lot of people are hoping that we hear some type of announcement when it comes to EVO, even if it's like a little clip or something, anything, right? A lot of people are just like, you know, a lot of big names in the community are like, yo, we are done with this game. And they've been like that for quite some time. I noticed Baeleena right here, very popular, you know, player, content creator. Her link is in the description, definitely show her some love. She posted this the other day saying, I'm so done with MK mentality that I can't even stand to play the game anymore. Can't wait for EVO to be over with so I don't have to touch this game over again or ever again. Then I noticed pretty much a lot of people agreeing in the comment section, you know, Baeleena kind of responded back again saying it's just a toxic love-hate relationship. I know the homie Chakotay right here says fingers crossed for MK12 next year. Katana Primes also says the same, but also see you in KO again in like 2 days. And obviously it's been like this, like we were saying, for quite some time. People have been wanting an update, they've been wanting a trailer promotion, they've been done mentally. And I'm not gonna say everybody, obviously, but there's been a lot of vocal players in the NRS scene that have just wanted to be done with MK11 and some news about MK12. I remember we were doing like a video about that like months ago this year, saying day 235 of no news from NRS. Then I noticed him posting this a few days ago as well, saying with the lack of the new NRS game, my interest is definitely peaked with this announcement, basically talking about Street Fighter 6. Notice Deoxys posted this as well, saying NRS, I just want to see 1 pixel of MK12. I'm not asking for a lot here. And it just goes on and on and on. So when it's all said and done, it's kind of one of those things, right? On the one hand, you can't deny that Mortal Kombat, and I don't think players are necessarily saying that, right? Nobody's really saying that the Mortal Kombat series sucks or to hell with NRS altogether or anything like that. I think they're just wanting updates faster, you know what I'm saying? And now with the bar set so high, because I think that's what it does, like game recognized game, like people push each other. You got Capcom, you know, now you got Warner Brothers, or then you're gonna have Project L, you know, like every time somebody's dropping a new game, a new way, better graphics or higher prize pool, something like that, it kind of raises the bar. So now I'm very interested because you got MultiVersus blowing everything out the water, you know what I'm saying? You got Project L on the horizon. We really ain't focused on that right now, but of course we have high hopes. But anyway, we got Street Fighter 6 also coming out, raising the bar. So what's up with that MK12? How hard are they gonna hit? And do you think you'll see something at EVO? There it is one more time. Definitely let me know how you guys are feeling. Thank you for the amazing love. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. Love y'all forever. Thank you for subscribing, helping the channel grow. One more time. Love you forever. Peace. blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. I remember my first MK experience. I was ditching school in high school because they had open campus for lunch and they let us go anywhere for lunch and then you had to come back. Well, Nesto didn't come back. Because my dumbass was spending my lunch money, that's why I was starving. My mom gave me like $1. I want to say $1 or $1.50 for lunch every day. And that damn place where we got our food had Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat in there. Don't you know I was starving every day? So I wouldn't come back. When you had to come back for lunch, I would just stay over there playing until my quarters were out. I wouldn't come back to like 5th period or something like that. And then people were I remember like nobody was there to kind of regulate that. The store owner wouldn't say shit. He was just happy that we were playing his games. And I remember the moment I actually went back to the class after lunch period and people were like, oh shit, you finally beat the game. And now I'm here, years later, checking these buttons for y'all. And it's my profession. So maybe I was on the right track all along. Maybe ditching school and getting bad grades was all a part of the plan. It was a part of his plan, you know what I'm saying, for me to check these buttons, to be dumb as a kid, and to be hungry because I wasn't eating food and I was playing games and I was disobeying my parents. Please don't, just cut this shit. My kids are watching. None of this is true. None of this is true. I didn't do anything. I was valedictorian and I got straight A's. I didn't lose my virginity until way after high school. So safe sex and good grades. Don't drink and drive. Wear the seatbelt. All right, all that good stuff.